Rain pounded the windows of Elderbrook Asylum, long abandoned. Locals said it was haunted. Others just warned, "Stay away." Eli Mercer, a former cop turned private investigator, had been chasing the disappearance of a 17-year-old girl, Jenna Holtz, missing for a week. Her last GPS ping led straight to this asylum. Eli didn't believe in ghosts. He believed in people and the evil they were capable of. With a flashlight, a Glock, and Jenna's photo, he stepped inside. Every step echoed. The walls were lined with rusted doors, most of them broken open. Except one, room 405, sealed shut with 5 massive bolts from the outside. This wasn't a patient's room. It was a prison. He forced it open. The air hit him like a punch. Stale blood, mildew, fear. Inside, a stained mattress, chains bolted into the walls. And on the far wall, a word carved over and over again, Deviant. A phone buzzed, under the bed. Jenna's phone, still powered, still recording. He pressed play. Darkness. Then her terrified face appeared. "If you're watching this, run. Don't open the 5th door. It's not human." Static. End. Eli turned around. 4 doors were behind him. The 5th? In the basement. The basement was colder, damp. A thick silence hung in the air. He reached the bottom. 5 doors. 4 were marked. The 5th had no handle, no keyhole, just a biometric scanner. It scanned his face. Click, it opened. Inside, the space was clean, bright, modern. Computers hummed. Monitors lined the walls. One screen, Jenna, alive, locked in a glass cage. Another, Eli, standing right there in the basement. Then came a voice. "Welcome back, Detective Mercer. You broke protocol. We warned you." He froze. That voice, he knew it. Detective Mia Cole. His ex-partner. Dead in a fire 2 years ago. Mia appeared on screen, her hair shorter, face colder. "This was never about Jenna. It was always about you. The good cop, the moral one. Now let's see how far you'll fall to save her." Jenna's cage began filling with water. "You have one choice," she said. "Open the final door and release the Deviant, or let the girl die." He hesitated. The Deviant wasn't a ghost. It was a classified experiment, a child whose brainwaves could control others. Eli had helped shut the project down years ago. But it didn't die. It waited. Jenna screamed. The water was rising. Eli pulled open the 5th door. Inside, darkness. A pale figure in a straitjacket. Eyes pitch black. It whispered, "I remember you, Eli." He raised his gun. "Let her go." It smiled. No lips, just teeth. Suddenly, Eli blinked. He was alone in the basement. The monitors were gone. But Jenna was beside him, breathing, alive, too easy. He looked into her eyes. They weren't hers anymore. 1 week later, Eli strolled through the city, clean-cut, calm. A barista greeted him. "Haven't seen you in a while, detective." He smiled. Not a detective anymore. He sipped his coffee. Across town, people began acting strange, eyes turning dark, murmuring to themselves. The Deviant had escaped. not as a monster, but in a new host, and it was walking free. Eli began seeing fractures in reality, time skipping, people talking in reverse, mirrors distorting. At night, he dreamt of the fifth door, even though he never remembered dreaming before. Worse, Jenna was still alive somewhere. He'd released a version of her, yes, but now he knew. The Deviant can clone memories, faces, souls. So what happened to the real Jenna? Reports started surfacing. Families disappearing in the middle of dinner. Children humming a song no one taught them. People blacking out for hours and waking up on rooftops. Eli found an underground group called the Whisper Network. Former government agents, scientists, ex-psychiatrists who'd worked on Project Deviant. They showed Eli footage of Mia, still alive, still orchestrating something. Mia didn't die. She crossed over. She serves it now. A secret compound in the mountains once housed Deviant 01, the original subject. There, Eli and the Whisper Network uncovered ancient carvings and documentation that shocked them. The Deviant wasn't created, it was invited. A force of consciousness, older than human language. Only children's brains were malleable enough to hold it. They called it the voice behind the door. Mia's plan wasn't to control it. It was to become it. Through a scrambled surveillance feed, they found the real Jenna, comatose, hooked to machines in an off-grid black site known as Site Theta Zero. Eli led a raid. They fought guards who didn't speak, only obeyed. Inside, they found dozens of children in suspended animation. Jenna was the only one showing brain activity, but her vitals were spiking. She was dreaming, fighting inside. Eli learned the Deviant could only remain free as long as the body hosting it wasn't fully rejected. Jenna was fighting it mentally from inside the Dreamplane, a psychic prison formed by the fifth door. If she won, it would be forced back. If she lost, it wouldn't need a body at all. It would become a frequency, a signal, and spread across every device, screen, voice assistant, and child on Earth. Only one solution remained. Eli had to enter the Dreamplane. He hooked into a neural interface left behind in Theta Zero. As the program activated, he whispered, "I opened the fifth door once. I'll close it myself this time."